Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Facebook Live. I'm hoping you can see me. I'm hoping everything is fine as I am trialing a new streaming software, something new for me. So I'm hoping you can all see me, and please comment if you can, so that I know that I am live and I am where I should be. So this is a bit nerve-wracking when you don't know for sure. So it looks like I am, and I'm here. Fabulous, fabulous. That is what I wanted to see. But this is a bit nerve-wracking when you don't know for sure. So it looks like I am, and I'm here. Fabulous, fabulous. That is what I wanted to see. But this is a bit nerve-wracking when you don't know for sure. So it looks like I am, and I'm here. Fabulous, fabulous. That is what I wanted to see. But this is a bit nerve-wracking when you don't know for sure. So it looks like I am, and I'm here. Fabulous, fabulous. That is what I wanted to see. But this is a bit nerve-wracking when you don't know for sure. So it looks like I am, and I'm here. Fabulous, fabulous. That is what I want. Okay, I think trying to. Don't know what's going on, but it was. Okay. It was going everywhere. Hoping I'm getting it right on this page. Hello, Jacinta. I can see you. I'm hoping there's no echo. So I hope I've got it right. Hello, Glenda. Welcome. So, guys, I'm just trying something totally new today. So, this is scary. I don't know. So, just checking this part out. So, hopefully, it will be fine. It's a learning curve when you do something new. Um, so if you, Jacinta, can you just tell me if everything's fine on my live? So that there's no echoes or repeats or anything like that? Or Glenda, if you could let me know. So it's scary when you're doing something completely new. I just hope no one's getting feedback or anything like that, that everything's okay. All good? Oh, fabulous. Okay, thank you. So thanks, Jack. Anyway, my name is Anita Masiero, and I'm a Stamping Up demonstrator in Horsham, Victoria. And as I said at the beginning, it's all new and it's all so anyway, we'll get there. It's all a learning curve for me. Looked like I had it off and I didn't have it right. Looks like I've got it right again. Stop playing with buttons. So, so thank you, everybody. Sorry, I will get there on this, and I'll work at that to be so I can work out where I am. But yes, it's something new and something. I will get there. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, yes. So I hope everyone's had a good week and are keeping up with everything because it's been really cold this weather, hasn't it? And oh, your internet's playing up a bit. Oh, I hope it's not from my end. Everything looks okay this end, so I'm hoping I'm doing it correctly. So we're going to have a new day today with something very new. As I said, this is a new program, something new that I'm trying, and can get this working all right and get myself used to what's going on. So last month's product of the month disappeared very, very quickly. And that was a bit of well, it was no surprise to me. Oh, that's good, Jack, that I'm glad it's your end. Um, so it was no surprise to me that it was going to go very quickly. And this month they've brought out another one, and I'll just pop this up on the screen. So this is our product of the month. We're over technology. Had no internet all last. Oh, Glenda, that's terrible. So our product of the month is Begonia Blue Bell. Isn't this a beautiful, beautiful product? Um, I just think it's amazing that we've got this product available to us that we can have a look at. And with this product, we're going to be, if you're going to be placing an order for $125, go for getting the product of the month. It's only $9. It's a bonus, I think. So it is just beautiful. So I can't wait to get my hands on it. And I will say it's only while stocks last. It doesn't last for very long. So definitely go for that. It is a great product. So there's a lot happening. We've got Paper Pumpkin out at the moment, and Paper Pumpkin is a subscription-based kit form, and I can give you a sneak peek at July. So there's July's. How nice is that? I think it's absolutely fabulous. I love the fact that you've got these beautiful easel cards, beautiful die cuts by the look of it. It is absolutely amazing. So I'm thinking that this is great. We have 4 days for subscriptions because all subscriptions must be in by the 10th of the month. You have 4 ways to pay. You can pay as you go, which is $48 a month. And you can also have, yeah, you girls are right. Internet is great when it works, frustrating when it's not. So as I was saying with Paper Pumpkin, you have the pay as you go at $48 a month. Oh, I bloke there. Been too much this morning. Or you can sign up for 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months. And when you sign up for either 6 or 12, you get that or 3, 6, or 12. Once that has ended, if you haven't re-signed before the 10th of the following month, you won't receive any more. Whereas pay as you go, you will keep receiving the kit until further notice. So that is something there what we do. The other thing that's new this month is the joining fee. So when you join Stamping Up, we used to have to spend our money to the value as close as we could get. Now what happens, you will receive this beautiful welcome box, which is a surprise lot of goodies. And then you will also receive a voucher to go spending. Once everything's been set up and approved, you can go spending. And I think this is fabulous because any of those, hi, Kerry, welcome. If you're a bit, we'll let you know, Kerry, I'm trying a new software today. So this is the first time I've used it. So hopefully I do all right. Hi, Leslie, how are you? So with the welcoming, it's a great way to join because this time if you go over, they automatically go to your rewards points and you earn discount on the products that you've worked over. Because how often, and I've had it with some of my customers that have decided to join, hi, Cherry, welcome, that have wanted more than what the allowed limit was. Now, once you receive this voucher, you can spend over. And that first portion is under the rules of what we've had before. I will talk to you about that when we get closer to that, but I think it's absolutely fabulous. So enough of my gab. Let's make a card. So I'm going to flip to the deck. Oh, I'm loving this, Jack. So good. So I'm going to use the Delicate Whispers stamps and dies. I'm only using one die, which you'll see in a moment, and one stamp. but I also want to use the phrases and frames set. These are the frames. So the smallest frame, how cute is that? I can get it without too much reflection. That is the smallest frame in it. And this is the $1 million set from Susan Campfield, which is lovely. And there's the next size frame. Whoops, my fingers won't let me get it up. There's the next frame. And there's the big one. It is huge. I've got a bit of cardstock, so if you see it against that, it just fits onto our card. How nice is that? Thanks, Jack. I appreciate that. So they are absolutely wonderful frames. We're only going to use this one today. And these three here will all cut out a centre. So you could got these pieces of cardstock to use for something else. And the phrases and frames in this are absolutely gorgeous. They all will fit inside these frames. So you can use those frames for anything. So I'm loving this idea, and it's certainly great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get, and I've moved things around. There's, right, that's not it. I had better, oh, there it is. I put it over the other side. See, I'm not in the same positions as I was before when I was doing it. So get there. So it'll happen. It'll all work out. I know it will. I know it's a bit like the first time I went live. It was scary. This is scary. Okay, but we need to learn and move on to something bigger and better. I've got a piece of cardstock and I'm only going to stamp one of the flowers and colour it in because I have already pre-cut the other 6 because I didn't think you wanted to watch me do 6 of them. So I've got some Secret Sea ink because that's the new black, isn't it, girls? So I'm just going to pop that on there. And don't forget, with our photopolymer, you need to use your mat. You could do it on the glass mat, but I'd still like to use my mat because I just think, just give it a clean. I just think it's important to use the right thing, the right tools. We've got them, they're given to us, so why not? Okay. I'm going to use a beautiful hydrangea blue. I love, well, hydrangea hue, not blue. I absolutely love this colour. It's one of my, actually, all of the new in colours are my favourites. I don't know about anybody else, but I think these 5 colours, even the Barely Blush, I've used it a fair bit. It is something that we can all use, and I'm glad that at least we've got 2 years with them. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show how I've coloured the flowers. I might just carefully bring this down so you can see what I'm doing. Make sure I've got it in the spot. So we'll start with, as I said, I'll start with the flower because that's the easiest part. So all I've done is I've got the light and I've just come out, and I'm only going to do 1 petal at a time. Just using the fine tip, I'm coming in with the dark, and I'm just coming in like so. So you could be able to see that there's 2 shades there of the light and the dark. So then I'm going to take my light and I'm going to come over all 2 of them to make another layer. I'm coming forward. So that as it dries, it blends together, and then you've actually got 3 shades of colouring because we've used the light white. Come in again. This is why I do each petal separately. Just come in so that you can see what we're doing. And I'm leaving some white around the edge because I didn't want the flower going all the way. Turn your paper around when you're colouring because I think it's important so that you can follow which way you're going. And we will then come back out, just bring that bit of colour Just bring it through. A little bit of light, a bit of a dark now. Sorry, light, dark, light. Got to remember my order. And then I'm coming through. I'm mainly using a stroke effect so that it gives a little bit of a look like the plants look like. So I'm coming out, just stroking out the colour, grabbing a bit of dark to create a bit of colour here. So the last of that, so I'll put the lid back on. Very important when you're using blends to pop your lids back on as soon as you're finished. Now, as you can see by the first one and the second one, there's slightly difference in colour. Bring that back up closer. But as it dries, it becomes bluer. It looks purpley at the beginning, but it does become more blue. So the next two colours I've got are for the leaves, and I have got light old olive and dark granny apple green. Thought they went really well together for these leaves. So just as I did on the flowers, these leaves are smaller, so I can pop, especially these little tiny ones. They're not going to take long. Oh, didn't want to come apart. So pop a bit of dark right down in the bottom, a bit more on that leaf, and a bit on the bottom there. Doesn't need to be a lot. And then bring all the colour up. Leave some white. Just leave a bit of white and let that dry. So that's all the colouring with the blends. I told you I liked the new colours. So these shimmer pens are delightful. So I'm just going to dab a little bit of the Golden Glow in the middle for the centre. And this little flower, because of the papers in the Delicate Whispers, has a bronzy colour to it. So I thought this looked really good, and I'm just randomly colouring over the, I don't know what you'd call it, the ferny bit, the frilly bit. So that's all I'm doing into the card. So there's the coloured one, and there's the finished product. So you can see just gives a bit of light and dark. Right. Now we'll get on with our card. So I don't need to colour anymore. So I've got a piece of cardstock. It's a 10-fold card. So 10.5 by the length of our A4 and scored at 14.9. Score that in half. So I'm going to get some of this beautiful hydrangea, hydrangea blue hue on my mind. So this is a piece 10 centimetres by 14.4. So I'm just going to grab my glue and pop some glue. Now, for this particular card, when you do it, I'm only going to put, look at that side, how pretty is that side? But I'm only going to put glue around the edge because we're going to die cut in the middle. And let's face it, what keep the die cuts that come out from the frame for our own use, for later use, because I might as well. I'm just going to pop that in there, making sure I've got an even border all the way around. Give that a moment to settle. And I'm going to get my die cutting machine out, and I'll bring this back up a bit for you. That in place so that you can see what's happening. And we're going to die cut. But what I'm using, I'll just come a little bit higher, sorry ladies. What I'm using is the impressions plate today. So it's something very different. And when I decided on this card, this was the first thing I thought of with the impressions plate, was to use this particular die. So, as I said, out of the frames. I didn't get it out before. See, that's the frames that you get. They're beautiful. And I'm going to just grab this one. Who's used the impression plates or got the impression plates? So the first thing we need to do, I'm looking for my plates and they're sitting here right next to me. So the first thing we need to do is we need to get our normal cupping plates. So base plate number 1, base number 2, our clear plate number 3, and I'm going to get my card and I'm going to work out roughly the middle because I need the middle of the card. I reckon that's about, I'll just put a little piece of, oops, pop a little piece of washi tape to hold it, and then a number 3 plate on the top. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to run that through. Okay. Now, while I've got this out, we're going to do the next stage of an impression plate. So I'm going to carefully lift this out. Actually, no, I need this first because I'm using the impression plate differently. So I got so rattled from before. Okay, but thank you, ladies, for continuing to hang in there while I do something new. So as you can see, this is why we didn't throw any of it away. Look at that. There's the 2 pieces. And take special note of the ridges, how the ridges are formed there. Because when I do it again, you'll see it. And again, I've got these. Yeah, I can use that for something else. You know, how cute's that? So I want this in the bronze because it is so pretty. I'm going to cut this out. I could have done that other step without you seeing it, but no, I felt you needed to see it. So I'll just get this one out. So trying desperately to keep this together. So all I want, oh, look at the dirty plates. All I want is to take this out and this out. Don't need anything else. And I'm going to take away my 2 clear plates. So I'll put this way. And where did it roll to? Oh, right next to me. I've got a spritzer with a little bit of water in it. So I'm just giving it a couple of little tiny spritz because I don't want it too wet. And then I'm going to place that on the top. The cutting side is up. And then I'm going to use our grey plate number 4, which we use for embossing. So when you put this through, if you look carefully, I'll bring this around this way. If you look carefully at this end, what happens? Now, as I'm winding it through, you're seeing how this is squeezing it out? They call it a plate, but it's not really a plate. It's just a soft mat. Show you that. Carefully lift that plate. Lift this up. And I'll just move these plates out of the way. And so this will collect fibres. You can see little bits of fibres of the paper. I just give it a wipe down, wash it with a damp cloth and give it a clean. And I'll move this out of the way. Put my lid on so I don't have water everywhere. So you can leave this sitting in here to dry. But you can see already how that has risen up. And if I get what I did before, the top of that one, you can already, it's probably not, the white might be the easiest. It may already show you how you can see the difference. So I'm going to gently pop this out. There's the die doesn't have like our normal dies where you've got little holes to punch. Oops. So there's that. How nice is that frame? I love it. So I did one earlier because this has got to dry because it won't glue very well if I don't let it dry. So we'll just pop that away. And see, Jack, you'll know what I'm talking about. So what I did to help minimise time today, I actually have glued two pieces together. Now, when you do it, you can see here that that's perfect. But if I was to go the opposite way, and this is what I found, and it probably won't do it to me today, yeah, you can slightly see the white. So it just doesn't sit the same. I've glued this together and made this a little bit firmer. So maybe I did that one the wrong way around, but who knows? You've got to try that. Anyway, it's that very late last night and it was so cold down here, I needed to get out quickly. So there is our front. And now I've cut another piece. Where's my measurements? Oh, I hate this. I've turned the page and now I've got to find it. I cut the inside piece 9.5 by 22. I've also cut another piece at 10.5 by 14.4. So we're going to put this, now I want that side. I'll put that side. Because then that blue's go and the coppery colour will come through. And as you can see, it had the copper in this paper, and that's why I've used the Golden Glow. So it will just cover this to give a layer. And I'm casing today's card from Susan Campfield because this was a card she showed and I just loved it. Mind you, I had to convert inches into metric, but we got there. So as you can see, it's this way. We're going to turn it around and this is going to sit in here with a nice little border around. So glue this down. And I said to you it was 9.5 by 22 and I've scored it at 13.9 so that it would give that nice even border. Pop that in there. So it's a bit of a plaque card. That's what I'm going to call it anyway. It happens like so. I think it's a great way to do a card. So next step is I want my little white piece from the inside of the card. So I'm going to stamp on that in a moment. But I'm going to put this in. Now, when I put this in, I want to make sure that I have got it the right way so this opens comfortably. That was a little bit stiff that way. That opens a bit better. So I know, and I can see on here that it needs to be, but if I put my dimensionals in around here, I will have it securely. And by having that, by putting the piece of white underneath, when it goes to open, it's not going to be flimsy. So when you see that is quite flimsy and flexible, whereas this is just that little bit harder. And if you do it in thick basic white, it would go even firmer. Go and grab my dimensionals. And just pop, make sure I've got it the right way because we want the right side so it allows it to open easily. And Susan didn't put anything behind, so me putting something behind makes a different feel for the card. Right, let's pop some mini dimensionals. I'm going to pop 3 in each corner just to get it to hold. 3 in the corner. up and about. Remove the backs. Get rid of that. Close my card up. And I'm going to lay this in here. And that's going to sit there. Open the card. There it is. It loosens as the more you open it. So there's the card. So now I want to stamp onto my little centerpiece. And I'm going to go for the fill on the floor. That was good, wasn't it? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put, I might do happy anniversary on this one. I did use something different before on the other two cards. So I'm just going to lay this on my glass mat so I can line it up, make sure that it is straight. So I'm going to. Now, I don't know about anybody else. I often turn my block on an angle because I find I can get a much straighter image than lining it up. So we'll pop that on there. Good old secret seed. It came off something else. So I'm just going to take the happy anniversary and pop that into the middle. How beautiful is that? It's such a beautiful stamp. Let's pop that up there to clean. And then I want something for the inside. I think this big anniversary one would be too big because we need to hide it. Yeah, that's going to be a bit big. All right. I think this one sounds good. So I reckon happy anniversary. May your day be filled with love and happiness. I think that's perfect for an anniversary card. So I'm going to line this up so that it's straight. Use my long block. Block H. I'm going to come inside and to stamp this, I'm going to come over to the right because we want that image to be hidden. We want this part. There we go. Pop that up there. So you can see, yeah, it's gone. There they can see the image. So we have to close this. Right. Pop that out of the way for the moment. So I'm going to take that, my happy anniversary, and I'm just going to pop glue in here. I want to pop this inside the tag. There it is. So we've got the happy anniversary. May your day be filled with love and happiness. And there's the card. How lovely is that? So the flowers, we did all these flowers. So I've cut all these flowers out, which I'll take it off that here. And we're going to, oh, that was great. I wonder what this bit of blue was. I know, I'll just lift it off. How good was that? Didn't even feel it go. Gosh. So I've got a cut the flowers. So I've left one that I need to be cutting. So I'll grab my scissors and I'm just going to show you what I did. So I came in here and just cut around like so, coming up, and just took it out. So I've taken this part of the leaf away. So I'm just going to trim that because I don't know if I want to use that at the moment. Let's see, close my ink pad up. I could hear you ladies screaming at me, close the ink pad, close the ink pad. So I'm going to put the ones that have got the leaves, I'm going to pop one at each end like so, but I'm going to do these ones flat. Just going to pop that one on the end there. We can't get it too close to the edge because we want to be still able to open the card. Those. And spread that like that. Then I'm going to grab my little dimensionals and we're going to use the flowers. So I've got all these bits and pieces here. So I'm just going to give these a little bit of a curl. I want them to curl upwards. Just get my bone folder and just give them a curl. I'm going to grab a dimensional and pop in the middle. And it's easy to see the middle because of the dot that's created by the image. I'm just going to pop one. Yeah, I think I probably put, oh, it's a bit close, I think. Maybe if I go this way, one there. Grab my next one. Do the same thing. I might as well do all the bone folding while we're at it. So, what's everyone's plans for the week? Feel like at the moment I'm running around like a headless chook. And with the weather being like it is, my husband's not playing much golf. It's nice when he's not around. We all say that, don't we? I'll just get this one. I'll work out where I want this one on here, so I'm just going to pop that there. When this paper, when this became an online exclusive, it was something I fell in love with straight away because I just loved the colours. Pop that there. I might leave this one for a sec before I go too much further. Lucky I didn't press it too hard. I just wanted a little bit more over the top. This one too. That's a bit better. Just wanted it as a cluster. Make sure I can open comfortably. And I'll lift this one. Lucky I'd only just popped them on to see where they were going to go and not pressed heavy. It's always important to think about that when you're putting anything with dimensionals. Oh, you're back to work Wednesday, Jack. Well, at least you've got a couple of days off, love. There we go. There's my flowers. And the reason I've left these is I wanted to see, do I want to use some colour? Just want to see. Just going to place these because I don't know. Just whether to see whether that's too much. What do you think, ladies? Is that too much with the extra leaves? It looked funny when I tried to place them all together. What do you think? Tell me what you think. With leaves or without the extra leaves? I'm sort of liking it with the extra leaves. I know it takes a while for comments to come up because that's joys of Facebook. No comment? I think I will pop the leaves in there. You like the extra? Yeah, I agree with you, Jack, because when I could see it on the screen, I thought, yeah, the extra leaves just really finishes it off. And because I'm able to tuck them rather than leave them as they were in one, like the base one, it just gave me a little bit to make it work, which meant I could place the leaves where I choose. All right, look at this. That in there. And pop that in there. There we go. Look at that. Now, of course, you have some dimensionals. Cannot go without dimensionals. This is so pretty, this one. I'm going to use the 2026 to 2028 in colour dots. Aren't they a beautiful colour? Yes, I agree with you. It just breaks it up a little bit of, I mean, I wanted the blue flowers, but the blue was becoming overpowering. And I do 100% agree. So, what colour will I pop the? I might try. I just try some Golden Glow. I reckon they'd look really nice. I'll bring it up a bit closer and see what you think. So there's the Golden Glow. Do you reckon that'll look all right with that card? I don't want to put blue. So it's either very pale pink, the Barely Blush. I'll show you that one. Bring that up here. So there's the Barely Blush. Actually, now that I've seen it, I think Barely Blush would look really nice with that. It's soft without being glaringly in your face. What do you reckon? I'll give you a choice, Barely Blush or Golden Glow. Because I was going Golden Glow because of the bronze in the frame. So, yeah, no, I think I'll go the Barely Blush because I think that's just soft enough. Yep, you agree, Jack? So we'll just pop some, I might just put a big one there. A little one over here. And then grab another little one and pop down here. So threes are always important. So there's my triangle. If I wanted to add 6, I would go another triangle. So always think of that. All right. So there's my card. So as you can see, it's a very simple card. And you can use any frame, circle. You can choose whatever you like. And you can pop that in. So it opens up like so. And then you've got plenty of room to write. If you want to, you can write on there. But when they first open it up, this part is completely hidden. And that's what I really liked about this card. It was so pretty. This was the same paper that I used before, but this sort of didn't look right. It's got some Golden Glow in there. And then I've got paper, I've used the navy paper there. And I've got this one as, I didn't forget your birthday. I just wanted it to last longer. How often have we forgotten birthdays? This is a great way of making a card. So I did that one. And then I did this one using, painted something paper. I cannot remember. It's the paper with all lovely colours and black and white underneath. So I've just done the paper here. Use these from, where did I use those from? Yeah, because I did them the other day. It's hard to, I should have written it down. And then I've just got a piece of pink underneath. And this one just is the same as the anniversary card, but happy birthday. May your day be filled with love and happiness. And looking at this card, it let me know I didn't use wink. So let's put a little bit of wink on the flower. Not a lot, just a little bit. Let's put it on these top ones because you wouldn't see it on the bottom one. I'll just put a little bit of wink. Got that little bit of glitter from the what do you call it? The centres. So then we'll just splatter some colour, or not splatter, splatter some wing. Let's face it, can't do without a bit of wing. And that really makes the card. So I don't know if you can see the splatters on there. That's the funniest part about wink. It's very hard to see. And on camera, you don't always see the shine. But I think that makes a beautiful anniversary card and something that anyone would love to receive. So, oh, hello, you got my face again. Oh, I'm finding this weird, but anyway, but I do like this new program. I think as I get more comfortable with it and understand what I need to do, then I know it's going to work really, really well. So we're getting there. So, I just would like to wish everyone a great week and enjoy the next week. Let's hope the sun stays out. The wind is a little bit warmer. We need a few days to allow the gardens to dry out because it's very, very wet. So thank you, Glenda. Thank you, Jacinta. I'm glad you like them. I had fun making the card. I had a class yesterday, so I had to work on it on Saturday. So I didn't have time before the class. Um, yeah, that's why can't remember the name of that paper. Yeah, it's just, I'll flick you back down to the desk where I've got them out. So you can see they're just three, they're exactly the same design, but depending on your paper, it's a different job. The different look. Get the well. Maybe I need a drink. Anyway, so there we go. I hope you all have enjoyed your day, and I'm going to say goodbye to everyone and look forward to seeing you all next week. Have a great week, everyone. Bye for now.